Hi and welcome back everybody to another reaction video where we try to learn something new and to spread history on YouTube. Okay, so today we have the video called Emu War from OverSimplified. This video was suggested a few times in the comment section below and also on our Discord server, so I decided to cover this video. And also because we in Europe, we don't learn that much about Australian history, and I especially don't know much about what happened with the Emu War or in Australia in general. But I think that probably people in Britain learn more about Australian history because they were connected with the British Empire and so on. But we, like in Central Europe or Southeastern Europe, South Europe, whatever you want to call it, we don't learn that much about like ex-British colonies or territories and so on. So I thought it would be interesting to see what Oversimplified has to say about this one. And as always, the original video is going to be in the description below. Go check them out, give them a view and a like. They definitely deserve it. And yeah, let's just jump into the video. And of course, if you know additional information about that topic, or if you're Australian and so on, I would like to hear your comments in the comment section below. So let's just jump in.
This is Australia. For the man who imagines being strangled by a tarantula while a kangaroo breaks his kneecaps and thinks, yes please. For the man who pictures himself being eaten by a snake in the burning outback while eating a Vegemite sandwich and thinks, yes please. And that
The
man
land
was
down
Governor
under.
Arthur Phillip, who landed in eastern Australia in 1788, presumably saw a dingo being eaten by a crocodile, being eaten by a death adder, being eaten by a koala, being eaten by Mel Gibson, and thought to himself, yes.
Yeah, we need to colonize this land.
Now I know what you're thinking, but oversimplified, the British didn't discover Australia, the Vikings did.
No.
And you'd be wrong.
No, they did not.
I'm not sure why you'd think that. But hey, if you love Vikings so much, then why don't you check out today's sponsor? Vikings War of Clans was
Segway.
inspired by the PC strategy and RPG
Yeah,
games of the 90s
while
we all
it's
loved,
running.
like Age of
Yeah,
Empires
as
and
I said, in
Civilization.
Europe we don't
If
learn
you,
about,
like
I
me,
mean,
want to
it
relive
depends
those
on the
memories
nation
again
and the
with a new
country that you
experience,
talk
then
about,
this
but
mobile
mostly
game
I
is
think
for
in
you.
continental
Vikings lets you
Europe,
choose your own
we don't
playstyle.
mention that
And what
lot,
makes its world
or
so
we
addictive
don't
is
learn
that more than
a
20
lot
million
about
online players are constantly
ex-British
changing the way it evolves by never
colonies
ending
and so
fighting
on,
over
'cause we weren't
resources,
that
forging new
connected with
alliances,
them.
and competing
We
in live
learn
events.
more
Support my
about,
channel by
you
downloading
know,
Vikings
national
for
history
free,
or
only
the
from my
history
links
of
in the
the
description
empire
box
that your
below,
nation
and
was
get
a
the
part
special
of.
bonus of 200
So
gold coins
I guess
and
that
a
like
protected
Czechs,
shield.
they learn more about the Habsburg monarchy than the... Okay, let's see what they...
Buy! Man, this is great. The market will continue to grow forever. But what if it doesn't? Oh crap, I never thought of that. Sell!
Great Depression.
And the stock market crashed, which led to economic downturn, which meant banks wouldn't lend anyone any money, which led to more economic downturn, which meant everyone stopped buying stuff, which led to more economic downturn. And hey, what if all the crops in the Great Plains were destroyed in a drought and then a big dust storm engulfed the area?
Really?
That's right, more economic downturn. And in an effort to combat the crisis, America began imposing tariffs on foreign imports, which made the economic downturn go global, and the earth got really depressed. But one
Yeah,
nation
the
that was
Great
hit harder
Depression.
than most by the whole affair, Australia. The problem for us.
I didn't know that, I mean, yeah, the whole world was hit because with the years, with the advancements in technology and so on, the world got more and more connected with each other, and also the economies of the world. And until the First World War, and especially after the First World War, the US economy was starting to be the #1 economy in the world. And if you take into account that, as I said, like the world became more globalized and the economies were more intertwined with each other. And then if the economy #1 suffers, of course it's going to spill out to the other countries. And of course we, in Europe, we focus more on the economic downturns in Europe, in Germany, in France, in Italy, and like the countries that formed after the fall of the Austrian-Hungarian Empire and so on. But yeah, Australia was hit.
Australia was that it relied heavily on its export industries, and in the current economic climate, no one was buying. To make things worse, Australia had introduced its own currency and pegged it onto the gold standard via the British pound. But
Yeah,
then
they
the
were
UK
always
started messing
connected
with its
with
own take
Britain.
on the gold standard, and if this is starting to sound confusing, then let me oversimplify it for you. Hey UK, looks like my car is broken down. Want to give me a tow? No problem, friend. I got you.
What now? accurate description.
More economic downturn. The point I'm trying to make is things weren't good, and in particular, it was Australia's farmers that were suffering most. After the First World War, Australia had given returning veterans land for farming, but with the current economic crisis, the farmers just weren't making enough money, and many left to go find work in the cities. But for those who remained, things were about to get even worse.
Okay, now we're coming to the
Before we
emus.
get into that, it's time for some cultural exchange. My national bird is the bald eagle. It's a strong patriotic symbol of America and a deeply valued and protected species. My national bird is the peafowl. It's a beautiful creature whose vivid colors represent India, so we list it as a protected species. My national bird is the emu, and it's a pest.
Really?
Also bloody delicious.
Really?
Emus, 6 feet tall, 92.
Do Australians really eat emus? Is it still a thing today? Really?
Also bloody delicious.
Really?
Emus,
I didn't
6
know
feet
that.
tall, 90 to 120 pounds, and able to run at speeds up to 40 miles per hour, usually return to the
Whoa.
coast after their breeding season. But suddenly they found Western Australia full of lush, wet farmland. Oh my, look at all this delicious wheat that just so happens to be growing here in large quantities. Hey guys, get a load of this. You know, my, look at all this delicious wheat that just so happens to be growing Hey, who left this big hole in the fence?
Yeah,
Guys,
of course.
get a load of this.
Rabbits.
Oh wow.
They were always a pest throughout history.
What I am, I'm a rabbit.
And it's gone. And it's
What a
gone.
lovely morning for some farming. What? Those damned emus, they have it in for me. They're bullies. They're nothing but bullies. Calm down, Bruce. They're just animals. It's not personal. Hey, Farmer Bruce, where did you find that hat? The toilet? Yes. 20,000 emus cost the already struggling farmers millions more pounds in lost crops and damages. The situation couldn't continue like this. Something had to be done. So in 1932, the farmers turned to the government.
Okay, I know that I knew that the emus were like like an endemic species of the Australian continent. But I have a question, like, are the emus today, are they spread throughout the country, or are they more concentrated in one area, so like the east parts of the country or the west parts? Or I would like to know the
For help.
answer.
You'd think they'd go to the Minister of Agriculture, but these farmers said no. This is a job for the military. So they went to George Pierce, the Minister of Defense. That's right.
Australia!
Australia was to go to war with the emus. But not everyone was happy with the idea. This is barbaric. We can't go slaughtering thousands of our own national bird. Oh, come on, guys. The machine guns will make it quick and painless. Machine guns? You're using machine guns? This is animal cruelty. Look, I know it's unusual, but it's not like we're poachers turning the birds into feather hats. Think of the benefits. It'll be good target practice for our boys. The government can show it took action. Plus, I can get myself a nice new feather hat. Did I say feather hat?
I love those
I meant I
reactions.
want to together chat with you about getting you all some nice new feather hats. Did I say feather
What?
hats? I meant I want to wage terror at these emus and turn them all into feather hats. Damn it. Of course, Pierce first made the farmers sign an agreement saying that they would pay for the whole thing and that Pierce wouldn't take any of the blame if the operation, that was clearly very stupid, turned out to indeed be stupid.
Yeah,
And
good
the operation went ahead.
insurance.
Major
if they
G.P.W.
fail.
Meredith and his men were sent with 2 Lewis
It would
machine guns
just
to hunt
clear down
and
the
take out the
government
evil
of any
emu
blame.
population in Western Australia. Target spotted. Well, was it an emu? No, sir. It's an emo. Damn it, Jones. Learn your vowels. I'm sorry. Okay, it looks like the humans are coming for us. But check this out. I've come up with an amazing plan. See if you can follow me here, okay? When they approach, we run away. Sir, you're a genius. Pierce sent a camera crew along with the machine gunners to capture some good old propaganda for the government.
Of
And the
course.
first battle took place in November at Campion. The men spotted a mob of emus from a distance, so they set up their guns and opened fire. The emus split up into smaller groups and ran in every direction. The men were only able to kill what they called a
Yeah.
number of birds, but the
What,
vast
2, 3
majority
birds?
got away. Cut! Surprisingly, many of the
Emus.
emus were able to take multiple bullets, but still run at
1-0
full
for
speed
the
to
emus.
safety, causing Meredith to compare them to
Really?
tanks, saying if we had a military division with the bullet-carrying capacity of these birds, it would face any army in the world. Okay, we need to get closer.
Nice.
No, you idiots,
They
not
always
to me,
make
to
the
the
same
emus.
joke. I feel that they always make this joke in every video, and I love it every time they make it.
Oh, Sorry. No. I like it. So next, they tried sneaking up on a large number of emus near a local dam and firing at short range. Maybe the men were just unlucky, but my professional opinion says the emus were magic, because both guns jammed after just 12 emus were killed, and once again, the rest got away. Cut! The men were feeling a little humiliated after losing to a pack of discount ostriches, so they decided to move further south, where the emus were said to be tamer. And this time, they had a new strategy. Okay, Jones, here's the plan. You mount the machine gun in the back, I'll chase the emus, you shoot. Got it? Got it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shove that camera up your... The operation was a fiasco, and the press had a field day.
What? The Aussie Oracle. What? Ozzy Osbourne. Emos for emus. Oh God.
In Parliament, Pierce was lambasted, and an opposition party member suggested that medals should be handed out to the emus, who had won every round so far. Pierce, feeling quite humiliated, called the operation off, but 4 days later the farmers approached again and said, "Hey man, the emus are still eating all our crops. Can you send the army back out here?" And Pierce was like, "Yeah, okay." So the operation was back on for round 2. And this time Meredith and his men had learned the emus' guerrilla tactics and were much more successful, with reports suggesting the men were cutting down 300 emus every week. I hope you boys are getting great footage of this. What on earth are you filming? Despite the success, the media had lost interest in the whole thing.
Mail's at it again.
But with 1,000 emus killed, Pierce finally ended the operation and returned to Parliament declaring victory
like 3
for the
weeks,
humans. So there were 20,000 emus out there destroying crops, and you've killed 1,000. Meaning there's still 19,000 emus out there. Yep. And in addition, you've burned through 10,000 rounds of ammunition. Meaning you wasted 10 rounds per confirmed kill. That's right. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call this one for the emus.
Just a quick question, if you're Australian, like, which party was in power back then? Like, which party supported the military intervention and which party was against it? I'm really interested in that. If you could, please write it down in the comment section.
At least I got a feather hat. What? So in the end, the emus won the Great Emu War of 1932, and the emus continued to wreak havoc on the farmers for years to come. The government introduced a bounty system, which saw some success, but for a moment, let's take some time to remember the brave men who said goodbye to their families and risked their lives to take on the great, evil emu population in Western Australia. But even more importantly, let's think of the friends they made, the bond they created, and the memories they shared.
Nice one. The emo. Nice one.
Hey, guys? I solved the emu crisis. Really? How? I just made some better fences.
Just some better fences. Nice, just some better fences. Nice. This is maybe one of the more fun videos that I saw from OverSimplified. Very nice. It's always nice to learn some stuff that isn't like widely known from different countries. But that's why we're also here at this channel, to discuss the different topics, the histories of different countries and different topics, and not just to focus on, like, you know, the big things like World War I, World War II, and those big topics that everybody knows about and so on. So I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell. If you want to continue the discussion about the video or the topic or anything else history related, the link to the Discord server is going to be down in the description below. You can check it out. And yeah, as always, I would like to hear your opinions, additional information, corrections, and so on, also in the comment section below. And until the next video, see ya!